Seems like no matter where you look, you're always gonna see something for Team Fortress 2 mentioned somewhere. Whether it's people don't shut up about all the goddamn hats, all the little animations you'll find on YouTube, fucking marketing techniques, Valve is God, or whatever, you're gonna see TF2 everywhere. But the question is it actually worth playing? Well, if that is a question you've been wondering, hopefully I can find an answer for you. I've sunk over 1,000+ hours into this fucking game, and I hope I can explain why it's worth playing. Hopefully. Anyway, my name's Matt, and this is my shitty internet show, Discount Opinions, where I'm answering the questions nobody actually asked me. But, whatever, gonna do it anyway. It's my fucking life. I need a better slogan. That could use some work. Yeah, whatever. Team Fortress 2, is it worth playing? Yes. Alright, well, that was easy. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Go to sleep. The fuck off. The show's over. Yeah. No, it's definitely worth a try anyway. I mean, the game is fucking free on Steam right now, all the time. It got free in, I think 2010? So, the year after? Wait, was it really the year after I got it went free? I don't remember. Maybe it was 2012. It's not important. It's free now. That's all that really matters. Go to fucking Steam, download it. Don't have a Steam account, make one. All you need is a fucking email address. And you probably have one of those. Even if you don't, I'm pretty sure if you have a YouTube account, it automatically makes a Gmail account for you. Just because Google did all that fuckery with Google Plus and shit about... how long ago was that? Feels like forever. Damn, I'm terrible with time. Anyway, that was completely pointless. Just download it, what's the harm, But really, anyway, back to the point. The game is free. What is the reason for not trying it anyway? Does it not run well on your computer? Well, just uninstall it. You tried, right? You gave it a shot. Do you just not think it's fun? Not your kind of game? Fine, just uninstall it. You didn't lose anything other than a little bit of your time, and if your country charges you for bandwidth, then I'm sorry. I guess that's a problem. But, really, it's so easy to get rid of, and it doesn't charge you shit to download it and play it as much as you want. So, why not? Just get it. Really, the better question would be, why do I like it? What makes this game worth playing over and over for so goddamn long? Some people will tell you it's the art style that keeps them playing. It's got a very distinct look to it. All the characters look funny and all that shit. Other people will tell you it's the comedy, There's interesting and funny voice lines. You don't really get too mad when you die. And that's all fair enough, those are good reasons. Some might also say it's the hats, but those people are fucking stupid. Don't listen to them. But personally for me... the reason I like it so much is that all the classes have their own distinct play styles. So if you get bored of one, you can just play another, and it feels a lot different. It almost feels like a different game, but not. Yeah, But, for example, the scout is a little fast fuck who can double jump and uses shotguns. So he's all about, getting in your enemy's face and jumping around and being an asshole. And that can be really fun, But... that's also kind of hard for new players. It's not an easy... You're gonna die a lot when you're playing as Scout, at least for your first time, because he has so little health. But then, there's the Soldier. Now, the Soldier has a lot more health than the Scout does, and he's slower, though. He can't double jump and all that other cool shit, but he can use a rocket launcher. This class is great for people who are just starting out, or have been playing for a long time. The beginners, all you gotta do, point your rocket launcher at the enemy player's feet, shoot it, and they'll probably die. That's really it. But, then you can take the class to a whole new level by rocket jumping, across the map, and air-shotting people, juggling them with your rockets, and all this other cool shit that is very Quake-like. The Soldier feels a lot like you're playing Quake again. And it's fun. It's a good time, I like it. It's probably my favorite class. The third class is the Pyro. Now, the Pyro gets a lot of shit from pretty much everybody for being what they call the noob class. This class is so easy to play. All you gotta do is run forward while holding, the left click. WM1 is what people call it. and you're gonna kill people. And I say that that's bullshit. You're only gonna kill people if they don't know what they're doing. If anyone knows what they're doing, Pyro is without a doubt the weakest class in the game. All the Pyro has is a close-ranged weapon that is the flamethrower. And everyone else can outrange him, can outrun him, and the fire damage you actually get from him isn't really that bad. You can put it out in a lot of different ways now. And yeah, the big thing the Pyro has going for him is that air blast reflectability, which is really cool, but it takes a lot of skill to do and is pretty easy to counter. So, Pyro really doesn't deserve the shit it gets. Is it a fun class? Personally, I don't really like it, but I respect people who play it, because I know it's harder than people give them credit for, Then right after the Pyro, there's the Demo Man, who's basically the exact opposite. He's really easy to play, and he can kill almost anyone, and yet no one calls him out on that bullshit. Alright, that probably made a lot of people mad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult people that play Demo Man. I'm not trying to say, oh, Demo Man's so easy. No, he's not. But at the same time, Demo Man's probably the class that anyone can pick up and get a kill with. Whether it's just lobbing a couple grenades around a corner, or just throwing bombs at people's feet, he can outdamage, everybody. He destroys sentry guns easy, and I know that's what he's supposed to do. I'm not complaining, I'm just stating a fact. And yeah, Demo Man's really fucking good. And really fucking fun. I mean, Demo Man's a really fun time. Especially when you get the unlockable sword and shield. But that's a whole different story, and I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, that's a thing. It's fun, though. But anyway, moving on to the next class, the Heavy. Basically, he has a lot of health, he's slow as shit, and he's got a big weapon. He's the tank class. It's as simple as that. If you want to be like the Wall, charging down, he's the best class to play for that. But kind of like Pyro, even though he seems really easy to play, he's actually got a lot of weaknesses that make him a lot less useful than you might think. Like, he's so big, he's an easy target for everyone else. It's really hard to get away, especially if a Demo Man is shooting bombs at your feet, you're pretty much fucked. Same with a soldier shooting rockets at you, there's not much you can really do about it. He basically is just there to soak up damage, and that's fun sometimes, frustrating other times. Next up is the Engineer, which is basically like playing a real-time strategy game within a first-person shooter. So, you're this little guy, blah blah, you run around like everyone else can, but you can't really fight, you don't really have many good weapons. Instead, you can build this fucking badass sentry turret that'll auto-lock onto people and shoot the shit out of them. And yeah, that's pretty cool. You can upgrade it with resources and shit. You can also build little dispensers that give health and ammo back to your teammates, teleporters to get your teammates on the front line. It adds a whole layer of depth to the game. If you encounter a sentry gun, you've got to figure out what to do to take that shit down, or that shit's gonna kill you. And if you have a teleporter, you don't have to waste time running to the front of the battlefield. So if you see a teleporter, unguarded, you should destroy it so the enemy team can't use it. You can, basically build ambushes that way. You can put a teleporter where they wouldn't expect it, and have your whole team flood out of this stupid room in the back where you did not think they would come from and just kill all your shit. Engineer's fun. I like Engineer. Next up is the Medic. The Medic can heal people. Well, that one was quick. I mean, there's more the Medic can do than just that. There's also the Uber Charge, which you can build by healing people. The thing I just mentioned. When you get to 100%, you can unleash this superpower, more or less, and each of the unlockable meta guns, as they're called, the meta gets, all of their own unique Uber Charge. So it's kind of interesting that way. You don't exactly know what you're going to get unless you've done a little research, The basic one it gives you is invulnerability, which is awesome. When you start glowing, run into the battlefield and start killing everybody. It's great. It's a fun time. It's a blast. Actually playing as the Medic is very tense. You always got to look out all over the place. You die very easily, so be careful. Then there's the Sniper, which is the most straightforward class in the game. You point your gun, you shoot your gun, and people die. Yeah, it's the only class that can get headshots, aside from one specific unlockable weapon that one other class gets. But aside from that, no one else can get headshots, and headshots do a lot of damage. You want to do that. That's basically it. You can also throw jars of pee on people if you unlock it, but that's a different story, so whatever. But yeah, Sniper, still fun, but just, you know what you expect, It's a Sniper. Yeah. And the last and possibly most interesting class in the game is the Spy. Now, as a spy, you can turn invisible, disguise as the enemy team, or as your own team if you feel like it, sabotage the engineers' buildings like those sentry guns I was talking about, and teleporters, and dispensers. Might as well name all of them since I'm naming a few of them. And you can also backstab people, which instantly kills anyone as long as you hit them in the back. So that's pretty cool. It basically turns this whole game into a thing of espionage. You never know, is that guy on my team or is that a spy? Edit that out. Where was I? You gotta check everybody. You really gotta pay attention. Because if they get close, they can kill your medic, sap your sentry gun, and fuck your corpse. Well, maybe not that last one, but they can do a lot. Spy's pretty cool. It's hard to play. Don't play it your first time. Seriously, there are so many noobs that pick up Spy and then just don't do anything with it because they don't understand how the game works. You really got to know all the other classes before you can play Spy. So yeah, there are the different classes of TF2, and you can probably see why I like the game so much. Or maybe you think I don't like the game at all because all I did was rant about fucking bullshit. But you know, I mean, the game is fun. I hope you took that away from all this. God damn it. Fucking almost at 12 minutes and I've barely said shit about this game. All I did was talk about the classes. There's so many different game modes and maps and unlockable weapons. There have been so many unlockable weapons added to this game. Some great, some not so great, some pretty bad. But for the most part, good, right? Anyway, I think so. So, I hope that helped. If it didn't, well, maybe next time don't look for advice from a guy who calls himself Discount Whiskey, alright? You know, make good life choices, kids. Stay in school, don't do drugs, buy gold, I don't know. The end. Go away.